Welcome to the stream, everybody. Well, no one's watching yet, but all you people watching the recording out there, I'm gonna clean my glasses. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Uh-oh. Well, no one's watching yet. I've got the audio duplicating. I'm watching the recording out there. I'm gonna clean my glasses. There, that should be better. The first time I restarted the stream there, I had the audio on to test it in the background, and it was duplicating and reverbing forever, so probably not the most pleasant experience. Should be good to go now. Just gotta get my glasses are so dirty for some reason. Let's see. Trying to make sure the streaming's working on all this stuff. Oh, that's right, I need to open my chat program. I've got a chat program set up that streams everything together into one clip or into one stream. Oh. Uh-oh. My camera's ringing. Which is also my phone. Everything's going wrong today. Okay. Now I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone rang and then it disconnected, and my phone's what I use for my my stream camera. And I started a little bit before I was properly set up, so still setting some stuff up. Just gonna load my main reference file. I gotta pull up my sketch that I did yesterday. So I did start this. Let's see if it's on here. I did a sketch for this either last stream or it was recently. Well, here's the sketch for it. So I started out with this sketch, and I just want to do something simple for today's stream. So I did a quick render, changed some things up a little bit, and that's what I ended up with. So now I just want to incorporate some of these sketch elements back into the original design. And I'm just going to start throwing in some textures and such, just get this started. Had a bit of a slow start. I kind of want like that really light, fluffy cloud look, so I'm actually going to pull in a cloud here. Some cloud reference. And these are, you know, they've got some other things in here that I don't want in here, but I'll just get rid of those. Let's see, I think I have another one that's kind of from the same set. Might flip these around. The lighting's actually reverse of this, so we're gonna grab these. You can see the shadows from the trees, and we're just gonna flip those horizontally. This one actually has a rainbow in it. Okay, let's see. Though these clouds kind of don't match as much. Maybe I'll just like take this one, duplicate it over. I thought I had another one. Let me see. Oh yeah, this one's a little bit better. I'll put this one in here. Whoops. I'm just gonna reference my sketch. I'll probably paint over a lot of these clouds once they're in there. Everything's a little bit messed up on my layers and everything. How's everyone doing today? Let me do a quick chat test. Yep, seems to be working. The mic's a little too much in my face. I never thought positioning a mic would be such a difficult task. But lo and behold, it is. At least I think it is, but I've never really done that much with audio work. So with this background here, I'm actually going to use the healing brush tool. I'm just going to, and you can just hit J to pull that out, and that should take care of that line there. And it'll take care of most of these elements that I want to get rid of, and I'll paint them over later. And that's pretty much got rid of everything I wanted. Now I just paint out a little bit here. I want to I'm taking a few shortcuts today just because it's my girlfriend's birthday today, and I was gonna stream at my normal hour of 7:30, but she gets back at work at 7, so I thought maybe it would be a bad idea to be like, oh, welcome back from work, and then just go and stream on her birthday. Sounds like a bad boyfriend to me. So that's the reasoning for changing things up a little bit. So it might work a little bit faster than normal. You can see here these clouds are actually the wrong way. So I might, let's see, probably grab them and kind of alter them a bit, or maybe no one would notice. I guess if I'm painting them over them a bunch, it doesn't matter too much. Let's get rid of all these trees. I've had a really busy week, so normally I'm a little more prepared for my streams. I was thinking of just getting on here and just kind of going with whatever. I was thinking about doing maybe a stream where I work on asset creation instead of just like painting final scenes. Maybe I'll do that next week or something. That might be kind of fun. Like do some silhouettes and things like that. You know, we can come up with some different stuff to do. But for now, this will work. Kind of got to get those broad cloud shapes in here. Probably should tell my brother I'm streaming. I always annoy him to jump on here and talk to me. I'll message him really quick. And send one to my brother. There we go. There we go. I'm a bit sleepy today, so I might forget to talk as much. Hey Mumbles! I was just saying on the stream, I was like, I gotta bother my brother and get him in here. I always bring him into my streams. Is my voice quiet, or? Is it the music or the voice? Is this any better? Yeah, I thought I tested it. I usually I'll go watch another video and test the volume in comparison. I know the music's pretty quiet. I sort of did that on purpose. But if it's too quiet, let me know. Yeah, I think I'm just too sleepy to keep talking that much. Although I do have a few stories. The one story is right before I was going to stream, the toilet was clogged, and I was like, oh no! So I'd take care of that. But I can't remember my second story. It was probably something to do with that. Oh, yeah. I was like plunging out the toilet, and Kimchi, my cat, was just like, oh, toilet? What's that? And he's like jumping in it and trying to get in there while I was plunging, and I was like, no, Kimchi, no. That was funny. What was that? I heard a noise. Hey, how's it going? It seems like I'm never looking at the screen whenever those little prompts come up. Oh, you weren't following me before. Well, thanks for the follow. How's the volume, Critical Mail? Mumble said it was a little quiet. Thumbs up? Okay. Must just be him. I was just... Huh. Let me try something here. Is that better? Or is it picking up too much background noise? Oh, in Twitch? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. I did a video test, but you know, my volumes might be set different than kind of the average or something. Okay, cool. Thank you. Trying to figure out some clouds here. Gonna look up some cloud reference. Let's see. I had some pictures in there in the beginning, but I didn't really, they weren't fluffy and sculptural enough. I'm gonna find some good references. Maybe I'll include a little bit of, well, let's see. Whoops. I'm so disorganized today. Trying to... That should be good for reference. Guess preparation is definitely a good thing to do. Bloop bloop. I don't know if I'll actually finish this today. We will see. I keep losing my reference for my clouds. Well, my sketch actually, my original sketch. I'll try, I have the same brush, but it's like a fluffier version of the brush. Sort of spatters a bit more. I think that might be a little bit better for these clouds. I'm going to change this to brush size and actually try to use my Cintiq buttons. Let's see if I have... Yeah, there we go. That's set up to... That always feels like it's the opposite of what it should do. Like I press down and it goes up. I mean, I press... Yeah, I scroll down and it makes it bigger. I scroll up and it makes it smaller. This seems opposite to me. And I thought I adjusted it. Huh. I didn't really like the fluffy brush was too fluffy. I might just have to break these clouds up a little bit. Trying to get sort of that ice cream sculpted look. Getting the shadow and then like a little bit of the bounce light on the back side of the shadow. It's starting to look a little better. Maybe like a little bit of like foreground cloud kind of. I mean, shadows can be casting across clouds too, so we'll have like maybe this other cloud is casting a shadow onto this one. When I'm selecting these colors, I'm usually sliding up the saturation and sliding the value down a bit. Let's see. Here's one of the references I'm looking at. Super fluffy cloud. Could just toss some of that in there, I suppose. Have to have the lighting sitting that way. It would fit nicely, right? But It would be pretty cool back here, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see, I'm gonna undo this really quick. Paste that in there. So I actually want this to go over my reference folder. Well, not folder, but reference file. But I wanted it flipped. Let's see if I like... There we go. Oh. Oh, hey, I didn't see your other chats coming in here. Oh, I do see you guys now. Sorry about that. Hey, Elliot and Ronan. I didn't see your chats at first. I do now. Hopefully you're still there. I had the wrong thing set up. But yeah, the chat should be working now, and I should be seeing all chats. Hey, sorry about that. The thing I used for chat, I had it set to the wrong little tab, so I wasn't seeing anything from the YouTube chats. We're all good now, though. Today has been nothing but technical difficulties for setting up. And like I said before, there was the toilet overflowing too, so it's hardware malfunctions too, just in the apartment in general. But yeah. I'm gonna grab some of this, and I wanna get some more of this blue over in here, kind of this bottom area. Well, thanks for sticking around even though I wasn't responding there. Is the volume coming through alright on the YouTube stream? Yeah, toilet overflow, yeah. So for this one, I pulled it up earlier. I'll pull it up again. I did a sketch first. So here's the original sketch. And I probably could have just painted that. Maybe next time I'll just paint my sketch and not do the 3D render, but I kind of wanted to do the 3D render again. I have a lot of fun setting up the 3D render. So, yeah. And I just did a quick render based off that and threw it up. I think one of my next YouTube videos, I'm going to kind of show the process I use if I'm not using a 3D render at all. I started to show a little bit more of that recently because some people are asking about it, so. I think the clouds are good enough for now. Don't want to spend too much time on those. I want to get some of these other elements into this. So I'm going to jump over here. Actually, I'm going to merge down my cloud layers. So that's what I started with. I changed it quite a bit. So merge those down. I did do, for this one, I did 2 renders. So I had this one and this one with and without shadows kind of overcasting. I'm gonna do the shadow one, it looks a lot better to me. So I'm definitely gonna let's see. I missed what just happened on, oh there it is. Thanks for the follow, random 3D guy. I appreciate it. I gotta be better at watching my fouls. Okay. Now we paint more. I kind of wish the little notification system went through the chat system too, so that I could actually see when people follow me, because I'm usually not looking at the screen on the side. Okay, I'm just gonna mess with layers for a second here. Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube right now. Oh, hey, Connor. Or, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I'm sorry. Thank you as well. Mafwanza Sons. I am so bad at pronouncing stuff, so I really apologize. I'm probably just destroying names left and right. Sometimes I wonder if I even have the best grasp on the English language, let alone pronouncing people's names. So I did, with this one, I did like a really quick projection of my texture right onto the right onto my like base 3D model, and I just basically project it right from the front, just throw it on there. I don't really spend too much time on that. Basically, I view it as like a sort of perspective reference point and things like that, so it's not too important really. I paint over a lot of it too, so as you can see. And the idea with this one is I want to have this this center portal. It's going to be a portal to a not so pretty looking place. So the idea is, you know, you've got kind of the happy, perfect place, and then the portal leads to the opposite area, dark and grim, maybe just like a fire and brimstone type thing. Seems like a while since I've had a chance to, well, I guess be on stream. Although I guess I did last Sunday. Yeah, I actually streamed on a Sunday for once. That was a bit rare for me to jump on there on a Sunday. I keep having to move my reference around. Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it goes. Trying to put it up so I can see all the stuff I want to see at the same time. I was trying to remember what I did in the sketch on the sides here, which I really didn't do too much, so I'll have to figure out what kind of, if I want to bring any designs and incorporate those into the sides. So right now it's a little bit boring on the side. I didn't really do too much. I basically just projected a kind of like a stone texture on the side just to have a little bit of information there. Right now I'm kind of just sort of jumping around the shape a lot, trying to make sure I don't ignore one area for too long. And then with these, the texture on the ground here, this is just a texture that I hand painted and I just projected it. You can actually see I didn't bother fixing the seams because I figured I was going to paint over it anyways. For a minute there, I forgot I was on camera. At least I didn't pick my nose. That would have been embarrassing, right? Hey, Nate. How are you doing? I'm gonna get some of these other tree things in here. And I hadn't really decided. I was thinking of making them like cherry blossoms or something. I've been thinking about cherry blossoms a lot lately. I'll pull up a cherry blossom reference. I don't know if me picking my nose will go viral. I feel like that's not that big of a news story. Maybe if something interesting happened while I was doing it, like my cat just like attacks my face or something, then maybe it would go viral, but I don't think it would before that. Get a nice like nose picking loop going on. Oh yeah, I was gonna do trees. So for the trees, I'm just gonna... Oh, is there a Twitch Hall of Shame? Well, I know there's some interesting stories for the Twitch Hall of Shame. I've heard a few. And having a open broadcasting software on your computer is always, I guess, adds to a little paranoia of that happening. That would be embarrassing to have to be in the Twitch Hall of Shame. So these trees, I'm just kind of planning out like what the stems would be. I'll have to check out YouTube later for the Hall of Fame. That doesn't sound like a hassle at all. I didn't even twirl my mustache before this stream. That's how unprepared I was, if you can imagine that. One of this tree, they're both a little too similar in size, so I'm just gonna make this one a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna pull up I did a painting recently that had some cherry blossoms in it, and I wanted to see if I could find those. Let's see. I don't know if I can pull them up without actually pulling up the image. Yeah, that should be fine. There we go. But yeah, I was thinking of doing kind of like this really happy pink fuchsia sort of color. And I'll just do that on top of the trees. I'm going to label this before I get too far. Blossoms. Has everyone gotten a chance to check out the YouTube tutorials I've been posting? And if so, is there anything anyone would like to see on there that maybe I haven't covered yet? And maybe I could cover if I know how to do such things. Yeah, this is nice and colorful. I'm listening to a playlist, I don't know how well you can hear it, that I made a long time ago. It's named Quadroberry. I don't know what that means, but that's its name. Oh, my video game backlog is impossible. I think I've recently just given up on the chance of ever playing them all, and maybe I'm just a video game collector now, less of a video game player. I just can't catch up to all the video games that I own. Well, thanks for checking out my tutorials. Hope you liked them. Or at least the one that you watched, the sketch one. Was that the Impact sketch one that you watched, Elliot? Yeah, when I retire I can play all those video games. That's a good plan. Good call, Nate. Oh, Nate, I saw the finalist for that Blizzard 3D competition. That was some intense competition. The one that the bunch of them had like animation and everything in there too. That was really some really cool stuff. So I'm just using the gradient tool. I'm going to go over and just kind of get the general lighting on some of these. Like this one's going to be a little bit in the front. This one's being hit with light pretty good back here. Oh, you drawing along with it? That's awesome. It makes you really excited. It's, I'm glad they're, hopefully they're helpful. That's super helpful. That's great. I'm glad. Yeah, those top three on the World of Warcraft competition were pretty obvious on being the number picks. Okay, I'm gonna draw a few. Just give some stems to these guys. Maybe this one will actually be forward here. Put some stuff there. Get back to this and start breaking this up some more. Like, I like using 3D, but sometimes I don't want the image to look too 3D at the end. I just want it to look, I guess it can look 3D, it's fine. I don't want it to be its focus necessarily. It's more of a tool to get my final image. Though I was thinking of streaming some of the 3D stuff. Just the process I use for that, and as a sort of amateur 3D artist. I guess, I don't know. And I have some other plans coming up for my Twitch stream, some interesting ideas. Probably actually stop. I don't know if I'm going to stream them live to start with. I might do a test of everything first before I do it. But I think it'll be a pretty cool, unique idea. I don't know if anyone else has done it, so I'm not going to really talk about what it is until I actually broadcast it and everything. But I think people will enjoy it. I'm pretty excited about it. It's a friend of mine and I will be doing it together. So perhaps check Sunday. If I'm not on Sunday, then it might just be like I might do a recorded version for the first one, since will be a first time thing and everything. Yeah, it's nice getting Ember. It's nice getting some graphics on there. I had some originally, but I didn't like them, so I just completely redid them. And I'm pretty pleased with what I came up this time. Yeah, you don't even need to have like that strong of a working knowledge with 3D to use it the way I'm using it. You can kind of just get the really basic shapes. You could just block it in with cubes, and that would honestly be enough to get it started. It'll probably be a while before I get a new camera, Ember. Especially since I'm just using the... Well, I guess my phone's not really usable at the moment while it's streaming video. Hopefully it doesn't die like last time. I was streaming last Thursday and it just cut out completely. The battery died. I had it plugged into USB, but I just don't think it could keep up with stream, I guess. So it's kind of funny. So this time I have it plugged into an outlet on the wall, so maybe that'll work out better. $20 for a camera? No, that's not bad at all. Let's see. I think, oh, you know what? I thought I had a more detailed concept of this. I can't remember. You know, oh, I recorded, oh yeah, I did a video of this one, didn't I? Yeah, I have a video of this one, and I just had the concept by itself. I did like locked it in using silhouettes and stuff. Yeah, I just bought the microphone, so I'll probably wait a little bit on the camera. See how long I can take using my phone as a camera. Although, you know, I might, if I get a new phone, I could just use... Oh no, that wouldn't cure the problem. The problem is that it dies. We'll see. Trying to think some patterning. I probably could do, yeah, maybe I could work it into a freelance right off. I'll have to find a client that wants to do a conference call. And then just be like, yeah, let's do a conference call so I can write this off as a tax deduction. Oh, this glove? Yeah, this glove is, as you can see, it's quite old at this point. Let's see. It normally covers the whole hand. It's kind of ripping and stuff. But yeah, this is it's a smudge guard glove. I think if you just Google smudge guard, when I got it, I've got this like 5 or 6 years ago, and it was just this one lady that made them online, and you've got to have it, because if not, like, your hand just like sticks to this and everything. It was originally intended for graphite, so you wouldn't get smudge your graphite and stuff. But it's so good for drawing on the Cintiq, and I would even suggest it for the Wacom, the Intuos. It's kind of a must-have, really. Oh man, lost both smudge guards? I'm sure it'd work for graphite. I have never used it for graphite though. I've only used it for this. And the material's even starting to change, like its type of material it is. It looks like it's like smoothing out more and everything. But I think this was a large, it doesn't say on it. I think they have like a measuring thing on this website and everything. I hope it's still just that one lady making them, because it's really cool. It was kind of a cool success story of, I think her making those just sort of exploded once people realized you could use them for digital stuff. So the lighting's a little bit kind of muted on this. So I'm just gonna grab a few locations here with the lasso tool. Actually, I probably could just do this with the magic tool as well. Just grabbing a few spots here. And these don't have to be precise. I'm basically just grabbing the general lighting information that I want to have pop up a bit more. And once I have that selected, it's a little bit too sharp of a selection right now, so what I'm going to do is go to modify under my select panel, and I'm going to feather that out just a little bit, put it to 3, and now I'm going to hit Control H and hide that selection really quick, and just going to drag, and this is on an overlay layer, and see how I'm getting that nice bit of lighting on it. I'll set it to a little bit of a warm color. Yeah. And I want the gradient, you can't see it, but I want the gradient to go up across this pillar. So it's going to be a little darker on the top. And that'll give sort of the appearance that it's even larger than it is, or taller. Like it's receding away from you, and shadows are being created on that. And I just want a little bit here and here too. Basically, I can just, if there's any areas I want to pop out a little bit extra, I'll just go across them. I'm using a little bit of my textured brush now, so it's going to add even more texture to the stone. We could talk about a collaboration. I'm not sure what you had in mind. Usually pretty busy with my streams and stuff already, but we might be able to do something. I'm always open to chat about new ideas and stuff, so. Hey, Junkie. Hey, I have no idea how you say your name, but does Zikawa? How's it going? I enjoyed your stream the other day. That was really cool to see you working. You're very good at drawing characters and people. I definitely need to work on my people drawing skills. Maybe even my people skills. Who knows? Ah, beard compliment. I'll take a beard compliment. I should have twirled up the mustache here a little bit. Well, I have 2 complaints about having a beard. Other than that, it's just a wonderful experience. But the main one is, oh, thanks for the follow. The main complaint about having a beard is eating. Eating can be somewhat of a hassle sometimes. Hey, thanks for the follow, SGCR. I appreciate it. But yeah, eating like certain things, like I'll be eating a sandwich and it'll just like the mustache will kind of fall into my mouth and I'm like, blah, blah. But hopefully it doesn't gross people out too much. Yeah, the mustache is just, yeah. And then there's like there's been a few times where I'm like, I'll grow just a mustache just to see how that is, or I'll trim my beard off and just have the mustache. I can't stand it. It's maybe one of the worst experiences I can think of. It's Like I usually can last for maybe half a day. It's not a good look for me. Some people can pull off the dad stash, I guess is what you'd call it. Follow for beard. I appreciate the beard follow. My beard appreciates it. Maybe I should start my own Twitch channel for... Well, my beard should start its own Twitch channel. And it would... We'd call it like the Red Giant or something like that. Ginger beard. Random ginger beard, maybe? Sometimes I add some dirt here for the ground. And I want to pull these up a little bit. They're not really sticking out very well. Gingerbird. The ginger beard man. I like that one, Bubbles. That's it's clever. Clever girl. I know you're not a girl, but you know, that thing. Okay, I think in the original sketch I did have some foreground stuff too here. The ginger beard man. It might have to happen. I'll just have like the camera just like focused in just on the beard. I'm sure it'd be more popular than my art stream. I want to do... It's better than my my last nickname. My last nickname... I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say it. Although it's... I guess I thought it was going to be named up here. Let's see if it's... Yeah, it's in there. It wasn't that bad. It was just Timmy Two Nips. That's my old nickname. I don't know if pine trees and cherry blossom trees even go together. I don't know. I could do probably be more of a Asian pine, which is kind of the... I did a sketch for that recently too. Maybe I should do that. Let me pull that sketch up. Environments. I think here it is. Yeah, this was the one. Yeah, it's kind of like this flatter look. Oh, Junkie, are you talking about the one with the cicada? The one where it's like, I just found that cicada it was just laying outside of work, and I was like, oh, well, this just wants its picture taken. So me and the cicada had a little bit of a photo shoot. And thanks, Nate. But yeah, the cicada was... I jokingly said that I should glue it to someone's head. Because it had already passed away before I came across it, so... It was huge, though. It was like a good 2 or 3 inches long, that cicada. Just gonna throw some trees and stuff back here, just kind of. Don't know if I'll keep them though. We'll see. Kind of, no, I don't really like them. I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna turn off that layer for now, and maybe I'll come back to it. I just don't really like it that much. I kind of want this to be sort of this, more of a not desolate, but kind of a lone subject. I just got to rough up this line a little bit. I want to start adding in some blues into the grass. I'm going to just turn up the saturation a little bit. I was just thinking about the ginger beard man. I might have to maybe get a sketch of that or something. It's just like me with a gingerbread man with the gingerbread body and then my head on top of it or something. It would be ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Oh, I gotta make this a little bit brighter over here. I want to add like right in here is kind of this edge where the grass edge would be. So I'm just drawing the dirt in and then adding that for a little bit of three-dimensionality. Cookies. Nate, I think you might be talking to the wrong everybody's. Let's see. There we go. This is starting to look a little bit more like a path. Do a little bit more kind of... And right here, like, when I'm using a gray next to this green and stuff, like that gray, that is purely desaturated, but look how warm it looks next to all these other colors. It amazes me like every time. Since it's next to this blue color here, it looks tremendously warm. Yeah, I want to do that sketch I pulled up. I really liked it. The only reason I didn't do it today is I thought it might be a little bit more in depth than what I had time for. So I wanted to do something that I could make a good amount of progress on and, you know, get a decent ways on something. So perhaps I'll do that one for next week. Have to come back to the channel for that. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I've got to draw all this grass. I keep doing this. I skipped on it for like one environment and then it's just boom. I had so much grass in all my previous environments for a while there, and now it's back again. Gonna say I don't know what that means, Junkie. All those backwards R's to look cool. What? What's going on? Ah, well, from what you're typing, your English is great, so don't worry. No, it's fine. I looked up and I was like, well, I have no idea what that says. trying to think if I should do... Yeah, I'm sure your English is better than any of our Russian. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. I'll stop by your stream again sometime soon too. I really enjoyed it last time. And your English is also very good. Your spoken English is very good too. Bye. See ya, junkie. Thanks for stopping by. I will actually be right back to... It's just like maybe 2 minutes. So let's see. BRB. Yes, I'm getting close to 200. Thank you for the host. I will be right back. Chair stream. That's a lot of toilets. Did the mic pick everything up? The new revolutionary chair stream. Only the gross noises? Good. Perfect. No! My career is ruined! From nose pickery. Might actually put some bronze on this. Is it bronze corroded? I'm gonna look up some reference here again. Corrosion. I want kind of a mixture of that, the green and. There we go. This is a nice reference for it. I'm just gonna color pick directly from this one, so it's gonna pull it right in. I'm not advertising hairpin or anything, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. I am gonna make a new layer for this. So we're gonna do the base layer with this color. And maybe like it's like a, not inlet, but the edges. And then maybe some bits here and there. Maybe this central piece down here. I usually just crank up the resolution from anything else. I mean, not the resolution, but the color saturation. And just get a little bit of that green in there. Maybe I'll make this central area. I'm gonna do the same thing for this. I'm just gonna do another, well, I'll do a quick selection of it. I'm gonna turn up the tolerance a little bit. It should catch it correctly. Ah! I'm gonna try the, I'm gonna try this selection tool. I don't use it too often, but it actually works pretty good. I'm not even sure what it's called. It's some sort of, oh, it messed up there. No. It's kind of cool, it just sort of lays down along these lines. And I can go back and tweak it for a refined selection. I mainly needed it for the circular selection here. There we go. I might fudge the shadows just a bit because I have them here as sort of, I don't really like the way they're hitting here. So I might just get rid of that. I'll grab this color. Yeah, that's probably what it is, isn't it? Magnetic lasso. That name makes a lot of sense. I use it so little that I don't even know what it's called. It works really good though. There we go. That looks a lot better. There's just too much stone in general, I think. It was looking a little too plain for what I wanted. And hopefully that'll tie in nicely to the portal when I get to that point. Yeah, just using a magnet right on my screen. This guy and his punishing jokes. And then within this, I could even do a little, this detailing is kind of nice on here. Maybe I'll include a little bit of that. There we go. I think a lot of people have asked like how I do my colors and stuff, and I think a lot of people don't realize that like when light hits an object, it becomes more colorful. So I think that it's probably a pretty helpful hint. Although I kind of make everything more colorful though, so. Let's get this to go around. Loop down. Let's see, where else do I want to do this sort of inlet? I gotta match the other side. That was a nose itch, by the way. I'm gonna check. Sometimes I'll look at other things for patterning ideas and such. And for this one, maybe something we'll follow. First, we'll do the line here. Maybe continue this sort of vertical pattern. I could do some internal patterns on top of that too. Maybe I'll do one and then mirror it over to the other side. Some smaller stuff. What was that? Was that a foul? Did somebody follow me? I heard a noise. Thank you for the follow. What's that? MWXK111? Thank you. Oh man. Just a bunch of little swirlies here that could be interesting. Yeah, that's adding a lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna do like a secondary inline here. Loop. Another little happy line. My cat's just walking around meowing at nothing. He's lost it. Oh wait. I'll be right back. My girlfriend just got home. I want to say happy birthday to her in person. This time I'm gonna mute the microphone. Just a few minutes, I'll be right back. Anyone not dying is dead, and baby it won't Hey, I'm back. Oh, I don't think I, MWXK111. Thank you. I'm glad you like my art station. I've really been working on building up my portfolio in the last, I guess, year. I've pretty much cycled out all of my work, and I've been just doing tons of environments. It's been a lot of fun. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I was gonna take my girlfriend out to dinner, but she isn't hungry. She just got back from work, so we'll probably celebrate. I'll take her out to eat somewhere, maybe tomorrow or something. Let's see. Just gonna mirror this really quick. Bloop, 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 bloop. That should work. Now I've got to put the highlight on the other side. Otherwise, it's gonna look terrible. Maybe not terrible, but you know. I can't wait to test out my new stream/show idea thing. I think it'll be fun. There's a stray cat that lives outside that we feed, and she has like giant cat thumbs, just like huge. They really stick out. So I've nicknamed her Thumbelina, and she's really cute. She seems like a really friendly cat. It's funny though, like when we come home, she'll just like jump onto our car or jump onto one of our cars or whatever and just be like, hey, you're home. It's when it happens, it's not so scary, but when I think about it, I'm like, oh man, that could be just completely terrifying. Like imagine if the cat was any bigger. It would be ridiculous. Just a cat jumping on your car. I imagine it's like Jurassic Park or something and the cat just like leaps on there. Yeah, it's coming along. Do a little bit, this color back here. Oh yeah, originally I wanted the gears up here to have this. I keep losing my dark bronze color. There we go. Maybe I'll have that inlet of bronze go around here. Yeah, like that. There we go. Maybe this be some sort of frame and I could do some detailing in here. Not really sure what yet though. do like little bitty swirlies in here. Don't want it too crazy with the bronze. This song is one of those songs I used to listen. Oh, what's that? Do you shift tools, draw straight lines? I wouldn't say I have good line control, but all the lines I've been doing, these are all just pretty good line control, I guess. If I'm using the Cintiq, my line control is decent, but if I'm using an Intuos, it is horrendous. I have a super hard time drawing like a horizontal line on an Intuos. It's just something about the disconnect. I think you can't spin the canvas around, and well, you can spin the canvas around, but you just can't change the angle of your hand at all. And it's just, ugh. But yeah, right now I'm just using my hand, because the shift tool has a lot of kind of annoyances that come along with it. Oh. My friend just messaged me. Didn't message in chat. He said, I need to shave. I told him to say it in chat. He's just jealous. I don't know. Oh, there you are, Amish cab driver. What about the beard? Is that all you have to say about the beard, Amish cab driver? No, I'm just riding a butter churner to work still. The last time I saw you, Amish cab driver, I seem to remember you having quite a beard too. You're just jelly because your beard isn't this spaghetti. And this mustache is currently wax free too. Just imagine the control I could have if I waxed it. It looks like my texture projection was a little bit terrible right here. I'm just gonna paint over all of that. It's too dark right there. And this is the same issue. Let's... Oh, okay. Gotta remember my symmetry here. And then this needs to be brightened up. I think I must have missed it in the selection earlier. Just trying to push these different areas apart a little bit. Probably don't even need to paint this section back here because it's the whole portal's gonna be like maybe like right here, and it's gonna fill this whole area once I get to that point. I'm gonna put a little bit more bronze. I think I liked it better without that. We'll make that a little bit thicker and hit it with just a little bit of light. Same here. Oops, I'm painting that on the wrong layer. Uh-oh. It should be alright. This always happens when I get in on the painting. I start forgetting what layer I'm on. I almost did it again. Yeah, for the most part, that's the correct spots. Let me pull up my reference stuff again. A bearded rebel. Yeah, I don't know if you were in here earlier, Amish cab driver, but the apparently my new nickname is was it the Ginger Beard Man? Yeah, the Ginger Beard Man. The internet has spoken. I suppose that replaces Timmy Two Nips. Creative. Sure is. Hey, Shrill Llama. My street name. This is maybe looking a little more intricate than I originally planned. Let's see, I had that multiply layer. What's this? I might still use that though. We'll see. Gotta pull my sketch up again. Where'd it go? There it is. I have too many reference pictures in my reference file. Thanks, Critical Mammal. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm glad you like the difference in style a little bit. Hey, Nico. Or Nico? I'm sorry. So bad at names. I'll just have to accept it. How's it going? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I think I probably have enough detail on this for now. Might bring some a few more highlights and stuff though. But I like it so far. Ooh, I gotta hit this with some... Go to my other layer here. Oh, that's weird. Thanks, Voltarine. I appreciate it. It does seem like that's usually people's favorite things about my work is the color. I get the question of how I do the colors a lot, but I think a lot of it has to do with just, I don't know, just kind of playing around with what you're working with. I make a lot of my color decisions, like just while I'll sketch out black and white drawing and just have something in mind for color. Though like with this one I had some basic colors in mind, but I changed them a lot once I got into the painting, so that happens too. Let's see. Hey, Titanic Rune, welcome back. Good to see you again. Oh, is my camera a little off kilter? A little bit, I suppose. Thank you. I got kind of lazy with the clouds, but I'll get back to them in a bit, hopefully. Okay. Oh my gosh. You've just been attacked by a llama. A shrill llama. It's horrifying. Oh, no wonder my opacity is down. I was wondering why my colors weren't showing up correctly. Yeah, relative color. That's actually, I was talking about that earlier. I don't know if you were here still. But the, like right here. Like if you look at that, that is... Right here, that's completely desaturated, but look how warm it is just because it's next to this blue. And I think that, like knowing that, and then there's also, you have relative value and stuff too, so there's so much to learn in those fields. But I think once you kind of realize that it's there, it'll help a lot. Thank you for the hosting, Shrill Llama. I appreciate it. Hosting's such a neat option on Twitch. It always feels so good when someone hosts you. You're just like, yeah. It's a good Twitch reunion here. Just gotta rough up this edge more. I think I'm zooming in too much for this. Need to be looser. A little bit more blue in there. It is. Love for everyone. Oh, I don't know if, yeah, my birthday was the other day, and my girlfriend gave me Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Super fun. I really like it so far. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So far I beat the first boss, and I'm on like the second area, whatever you would call it. Well, I don't have Ocarina because Mumbles the Bear didn't give it to me yet for my birthday. Where's my Ocarina time? I do want to play it on the 3DS just because it looks so nice on there. Oh. Oh, play the Ocarina. Oh, you mean like on the... Oh man, I don't know how to play anything. That'd be terrible for the ears. I'll get it out though. I'll get it. I'll be right back. Why doesn't he just say hi? It is nice having everyone come back. So here's the Ocarina, but I really think it would be torture for everyone's ears if I tried to play it. I don't know how to play a musical instrument at all. It came with a little booklet though, so I could try playing something. I feel like everyone would just run away though, so let's see. There was where is it? You know how to play like piano and stuff, though, Mumbles. Or at least somewhat. Let's see here. I was playing. I forget which one it was. Maybe it was Zelda's Lullaby. Let's see. Is that like horribly loud? Let's do a little sound check here first, though. That seems like the volume's not too bad. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Okay, that's all I'll torture you guys with. Side note, my cat hates it. Like, a lot. Play Titanic. I guess I could, let's see. I'll look up how complicated it is. Titanic theme on Ocarina. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't see the rest of it. I'll start over here. It's gonna be great. I can't. Yeah, you do hear a cat. My cat is trying to bust the door down and stop me from playing, so he is literally pounding on the door. He hates the ocarina. Okay, I'll get back to the the painting. But yeah, okay, I'll see you, Titanic Rune. Thanks for stopping by. The first time that I played it, I was like, oh, he's being cute. He likes it or something. And then, like, he just reached up and just bit me. Because I was like, oh, hey, Megan, he likes when I play the ocarina. And I played it for just a second. And he hates it. He wants to kill me right now, I think. I normally do this on more layers. I don't know. I don't know why he hates the ocarina so much. Yeah, that's Kimchi. And apparently he either really loves the ocarina, but I think it's hatred. Though sometimes when he bites me, I don't know. I just started sounding like a crazy cat person. I'll stop talking about cats. Gonna maybe get some dirt spots down here. Maybe I'll do a layer, a color layer, and try that. Yeah, that could be cool. No, that's not quite right. I'll do a color layer first, and then like a multiply layer. But basically I just want to have like these veins of dirt coming across here. Thanks, Amish cab driver. I could just desaturate this area. Leave some of that texture in there. And now I'm going to take this, duplicate this. Did I remember to turn them? Oh, I forgot to do that. I'm sorry. There we go. I forgot to turn the music back on. All that music I was playing myself. I'm gonna set this one to overlay. It's gonna look terrible. That's good. All cats. The cats were programmed many moons ago by the Egyptians to stop the hero of time. That's probably true. Maybe I'll get Ocarina as my next purchase. I did actually buy Mario Kart 7 because they gave me like a birthday coupon for 30% off like a few different games, and Ocarina was not in that list. And Mario Kart 7 looks pretty sweet, and I played a tiny bit of it on a friend's 3DS, so definitely gonna play that some. The only negative is my meat hooks are too big for playing games on 3DS, so I can play for like half an hour at a time, and that's just like, no, my hands hurt. Oops. Trying to get used to using the brackets on this tablet, or the brush size thing, the buttons and stuff. It's so hard to break away from using the keyboard shortcuts, though. I'll try in this stream. It is a 3DS XL. Still too small. Yeah, that's what I have. I wish I could just like plug a controller into like a GameCube controller or something and just use it that way. That would be rad. There is a mod. How much is the mod though? I think I have a rotate button on here. No. 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 Guess I don't have a rotate button. You can do Alt and right click. I must have my click thing set up differently. Yeah, I used to use the what was it? Talking about, was it like, I can't remember how to do it. I used to use that, but I'd forgotten about that shortcut. Hey, Retino89. Thank you. But yeah, I used to use those shortcuts. I just, my other pen I had, it doesn't have the buttons on it, so I got used to it without the buttons, so I couldn't use that shortcut anymore. What is it? So you... one of the side buttons, right click. No. No. Yeah, it does, it's just color picking. I must have it set up differently. I had forgotten about that shortcut, so thank you. I'll have to check my settings and get that, because I can start using that again. That would probably help quite a bit. Because I tend to use the brackets now, and I force myself to get used to that. Yeah, I had like a, the pen's kind of small, so I got like a pen size thing so I could make it a little larger of a pen. And so I had to start using the brackets. Hover drag? I will check that out for sure later. Yeah, because it's just color picking for me right now. Kind of wish I would have done more of a blue color of grass. I thought something different would be good though. I guess it's alright. Does anyone else notice, like when they're drawing or playing music and stuff, they do like there's like a particular face that you make? You like kind of like curve your lip up or something like that. I think I kind of do something like that. Elliot, I think you're explaining it correctly. I think I just don't have... I think I changed the settings on my button setup. I think they're set to different things or something. Because I remember I used to use that same shortcut, and it was really super... Super convenient. Maybe I'll just pull it up right now. Right click. Photoshop. Brush size. With pen. Let's see. It says right click, so that should do it. Yeah, it works with the mouse, not with the keyboard. For some reason it doesn't work. Clicks, right click. Yeah, that works. I think this is something with my pen. It doesn't work. Strange. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out sometime. So you're explaining it right, it's just something with my pen. Chew. Whew. Had a big sneeze there. Yeah, there must be some setting. I used to use it. I must have turned it off somewhere somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it could be. Velopido? Hello. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's coming along. Definitely need more work in the clouds, though. I'll have to get there, work on those a bit. Thank you for the compliments. Trying to think what to work on next here. Need to refine some of these closer up bits. Get some more of this grass looking correct. Thank you for the follow. I'll get to 200 soon. I don't even know. What am I at right now? 110. I just need 90 more. Tell all your friends. Right now it's the happy grass painting time. Tons and tons of grass. Probably put some grass up kind of in the foreground here. I'll do that probably near the end though. I don't really like the way this hill right here is looking. Well, there we go, Mumbles. Thanks. Come for the beard, stay for the art. Yeah, that color's looking a little bit better. It had like a weird, kind of gross, sort of a gross color of dirt that I didn't like. But this looks better. Just want to push these shapes a little bit more so they're not as they were a little bit vague. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. I do want this to look a little bit like rubble, but I want to be able to at least tell what side of the object you're looking at. So like right here, that looks super flat. If I put this on there, it looks a lot better. Just go a little brighter than you might think for this grass in the foreground. There we go. That's starting to look better. I'll probably do a pass where I have some other kinds of tree or brush or something. I think in my final I did, what's this? I had to figure out what this layer is. There's nothing. I just have a blank layer. I was gonna do another layer and have some trees maybe in the foreground. If you do so the question was, do you start painting with 3D base or do you start in black and white, direct color? Depends if, are you doing a sketch first? I usually try to go direct color as fast as possible. If you try doing black and white, unless you do two separate projects where one is black and white, and then you just make a whole new one and you just use that one as a reference and then paint a completely new project. I would probably go straight to color, because if you do the black and white thing and try changing that to color, you end up with muddy colors very often. Unless you use like a gradient, was it a gradient map or something to try to get your colors to map to a black and white. That works too. Some people are able to pull off the whole coloring a black and white sketch, but I would suggest going straight to color. You'll also learn more about color if you work that way too. If I do that, I'll do like just either paint right into color, or I'll do a line art and then color that. I was just doing one the other day where I did some color thumbnails like that. I had the line art, kind of like what I showed with, I guess it's not in here, with the sketch that I did for this. And I just basically paint my colors in behind that. Really super simple. to get this grass over this edge. These spots are supposed to be kind of behind that hill there, but they look like they're in front of it. But yeah, do direct color as much as you can. It just has a much better end result. I think that's kind of why I like doing the render stuff. Like I can do a sketch and I can figure out my colors in the 3D part and then go from there. Grayscale will give you really good values. I know a lot of people that do the grayscale thing, they tend to do it as almost like a reference point, but I guess there's also a lot out there that will just go grayscale and then paint over it using overlay layers and stuff. But every time I've done that, I'm not happy with the results. I don't really like it. But maybe there's a technique out there that solves that issue I have with it. I could try figuring that out. Maybe I'll see if I can do a tutorial on that. There's a guy I was watching doing gradient mapping on characters, and it was super impressive. I don't remember his name though. I'll see if I can find it and maybe post it on one of my social medias, retweet it or something. He did a bunch with gradient maps. You still have to kind of tweak some colors even when you use that, but it's probably the best way I've seen of taking a grayscale image to color. Let's see, I'm going to add a little bit of a darker edge to this grass along the bottom here. Maybe we'll define it a bit more, make it a little darker. It's kind of on the back side of this hill. I'm actually using OBS as my preview window. I might just have a little preview thing up, but... And OBS is the broadcasting software, if you didn't know. Yeah, you can tell when I'm not really satisfied with an area. I just keep working, leaving it, coming back to it. I don't want to get stuck on it too long. But this is looking better. Yeah, just a few hints of kind of ground information, some rocks or whatever. At one point I did have a bunch of kind of rocks going across this little edge wall here. But it kind of distracted from leading the eye to the correct location. So I got rid of it. Gonna make this grass back here a little more blue. There we go. Probably should flip the canvas, but I don't really want to right now. It's always a good idea to flip the canvas, but I'm sure it's fine for now. I'll break up this big chunk of grass, a little bit of dirt. And a little more blue, more brightness. A little brighter. I want to add some flowers and stuff to this hill as well. I just have to think. I'm trying to think what I want. Let me go back to the trees, blossoms. And then we have some more darker leaves in the bottom here. Just give a little bit more dimension to this. And a few loose ones. Maybe there's some flying through the air. That's always adds a lot of movement. Just throw a little. Just trying to get a nice texture on these trees. And I can throw a few. I'm just kind of changing the value on these so it looks like the light's hitting them at certain points. I've got another 3 tutorials coming out. I think they'll start posting next week on YouTube. And those, what did I do on those? Oh man, I can't even remember what I did on them. Oh hey, Bellopedo, I didn't notice. Bro, show the brush setup? Oh yeah, sure, I can show the brush setup. I didn't see your question there earlier. It's Chalk 4, and it's just set with, there we go, turn those on. It's a dual brush, some shape dynamics, really not too much. Basically it's just the pen pressure. We got transfer turned on and some smoothing turned on. I believe it's a default brush in Photoshop. I think it's under the chalk sections, Chalk 4. I think. It has a different name and everything now, so I'm not completely sure. And that is pretty much what I use for everything. I'll switch out the brushes once in a while, but not too often. So it's a very versatile brush. Hey, Vero Sketch. You've been here before, right? I feel like I've seen your name before. Maybe it was something similar. Welcome to the stream. I think I'll add some loose blossoms on the ground here. Well, welcome back. Let's kind of have these loose in the wind. Do some really bright ones just right over these dark areas. So you have nice contrast. And then some darker ones over these lighter areas. That's a bit too spotty looking. I want to have like groupings of them. That's probably good for now. Okay. I have a little bit of the just a little bit of the branches sticking through in bits. And just kind of erase back over it. Well, not erase, but draw some plants over it. Or leaves. And a little bit more here. Hey, Drizzt. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome back. How are you doing this evening? I think maybe I'll put a few more just kind of hints of this over the back of the hill. Just a few here. And then maybe just a little bit here. That kind of has a cool look to it. And what layer is this? Oh, it's a paint over layer. We'll jump back on here and add just a little bit of value variance here. Maybe some little bits of broken stone. Thank you. Yeah, it's coming along. Needs some more work, but it's getting there. I think I probably can put this. I had this overlay for shadow. I kind of want it to have that dark look. Yeah, the pink trees make us so happy. And once I finish, there'll be this portal in the center. I think that'll kind of be the keystone for the final painting. Maybe just a little bit of... Yeah, I think what it needs right now is some plant variation. So I'm gonna throw in just a few different kind of shapes. Sort of this taller at the top plant. I'm just going to make a bunch of selections all over, and then I'll go back in and paint over them. I have these all in one layer. I'm also going to go back in and have some grass growing kind of, or some more corrosion and grass and stuff growing over the monument structure here. I'm gonna deselect that. Let's kind of paint that in all everywhere. Add a little bit of color to it. There, I think that starts breaking it up a little bit more. I made this playlist like over a year ago, and I haven't listened to it since then. It's nice listening to some stuff I haven't heard in a while. I always find I go through like cycles of music I listen to. I always forget about a bunch of the songs I listen to. Hey Jekko, these clouds are actually like, if you look at them, there is a little bit of photo in here. But basically it's just, think about sculpting. I'm going to jump on the clouds in a second, I can explain a little bit more, but just imagine like sculpting like ice cream and kind of just those nice round shapes kind of plopping up everywhere. That's usually the thought process that I try to use when doing it. And it seems to work for the most part. I'll toss a cloud or something picture in there to begin with. Thanks Lyle for the follow. Appreciate it. I just want a little bit of... But yeah, I'll show... I'll get back on the cloud paintings in a second here. Just want to get a little bit more information in the grass. Then I'll go work on the happy clouds. Thank you, I appreciate the compliment. Okay, let's see, clouds. To look at my drawing. But yeah, so with the clouds, what I'm doing, kind of the idea is, you know, you've got like a shape like that, so you could fill that in with your dark color. Maybe not quite that dark. And then say we deselect that, but the selection's still there. So basically just, you know, hit it with light here and hit it with a little bit of light here. And you're getting that sort of sculptural look to the cloud. And then you just kind of stack those and then have other clouds cast shadows across them and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the essential idea, or essentially the idea for it. And right now, a lot of these, they don't quite have the form I want them to have yet, so I'm probably gonna come back in here and try to add some more of that form back in. You gotta think, like, clouds, they have a decent amount of form. You've got light hitting them and casting through them. And they cause shadows on other clouds. And that's something I just didn't think about it for a long time. It really didn't cross my mind. So I'm trying to think of like these just nice like ice cream shapes. You could probably actually look at ice cream as a reference for clouds. That might not work though. If it doesn't work, I didn't tell you so. No, just kidding. I do need to get better at clouds. Probably Noah Bradley's super good at clouds if you haven't seen his work. He's pro cloud guy. But yeah, see, so I started sculpting these a bit more and they should, yeah, starting to look a little bit better. If the illustration or whatever doesn't require like kind of cartoony clouds, you can take some photos and get some references and stuff in there. Or even just, you can still start with the reference clouds. I might grab a different brush to help kind of add some texture to these. Kind of get like a fluffy splattering. Yeah, it's starting to add some nice texture in there. Basically just a lot of rendering time. It's usually what goes into clouds. The other thing you can do is you can use the Photoshop has some let me flatten these layers and I'll show you. Oops, wrong button. Photoshop has the if you hit Shift B, you can cycle through different brushes, and it has the smudge brushes and stuff, or I guess they're paint brushes. And if you want like softer clouds, you can start using those. I'm just gonna play around with them a little bit, and you can get kind of that softer look to them. But you still kind of need that base. So I'm gonna look through, let's see. Thought there was some I might just not have them in here. There's usually a few different brushes you can use. I tend to use standard brushes though, and I don't really use these too often. But I thought they might look cool for this. Let's see. If I do a drier brush. That does like nothing. I'm still pretty bad with the settings on these brushes. But yeah, you can get that nice, like, see that? The edge, it looks really nice. I'm not very happy with the clouds right now, though. We'll get them there. Just trying to break up this cloud a bit. Oop. It's all about layering them. Layering and lighting. Meh. I'm so indecisive today. Yeah, I don't know. I could just cheat with the clouds. Like, it's not cheating, but originally I had, let me go in here. Could use one of these cloud pictures I have. Like, here's one I had. That would look nice in there. Just play like blue cloud. So this is one way to get clouds. I might do that. Like, I don't know if I want to spend all night painting the clouds. See? Boom, clouds. I kind of like that. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I almost like that better than the clouds that I painted. So you could do that, and then what you could do on top of that, you can just go in and be like, oh, I want to tweak this a little bit. And that's one way to do it. And then let's see, I might see if I have another one I can just throw in there. I'm just getting lazy. This is the other way to do it. Yeah, it's essentially the same. Saves on a lot of rendering. Let me turn this up. I'm just going to do a mask over here. Kind of blend these between. Oh, looks like my music playlist is over. Let's see if I can find another one. I'll listen to this one for a bit. And then you can just go on top of this. I got my softer brush. Now the clouds are all photos. Might do another cloud that's closer. And just kind of in this corner here. Or maybe I'll just... Let's try overlay. Just kind of get a little more color in them. So they look a little too gray. Then over here, I actually want to make them maybe a little bit darker. And then there's a few spots that are I don't really like the shape of them. And if you look at the values, they're a little bit too bright. So you can kind of throw an image in there and noodle around with it for a bit. Depends if you have a reference or photo of clouds or whatever. I'm always taking pictures of them for reference, and just sometimes I'll throw them in paintings. I want to start working on the next bit of this painting though, so. Boop, boop, boop. You can kind of add a little more unique flair to them. Maybe add a little more dimension. I'm gonna grab this value over here. Starting to get a little bit hungry. I'll probably try finishing before I go eat though. I'm gonna use the smudge tool, maybe? And try that out. Let's see, smudge. And put this. And I'm just softening this by, I'm doing a, it's like a splatter brush. But I might have just froze my computer. I don't know what's going on. I think it was just saving. I'm just using it as a blending brush basically. Actually, I'm gonna try something really quick. I'm gonna make this edit, define pattern, and go back, and then I think there's a brush you can use with patterns. Let's see. See if I can remember how to do this. I think it's like the, is it the art brush? Oh no, it's the clone stamp tool. Clone stamp pattern. I'm gonna grab my cloud pattern. And now, depending on the brush I use, I can kind of add like a little bit of texture and stuff to this. And it's pulling from the color underneath it. I'm gonna try a different brush though. Yeah, it's kind of working. I don't know. It wasn't really worth it. I'm gonna try the smudge tool again. Ah, keep hitting the wrong button for the smudge tool. What is the shortcut for the smudge tool? Nothing. That's not helpful. Just kind of add some interesting little swirls and stuff in here. Usually 1 to 2. I use the chalk 4 brush, which is this one. And then I'll use the, just as a square brush, this one right here, just to draw. Sometimes I'll use specific brushes. Oh no, there's a third one I use. It's like a cloud fluffy brush that I use for atmospheric perspective. Call them a banana brush. Let me see, where is it? Right here. And this one just kind of sort of fluffs. So sometimes I'll use that one. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I gotta do the portal. Let's see. Portal. Hey, Ren Beast. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I'm constantly evolving. So now it's portal time. How's it going? Let's see. That lovely snot gold. I'm not sure if this is going to be the color, but this was the original plan, was kind of like an orange or something. There's going to be a portal in the center of this thing. Snot gold. It's supposed to be like a aged copper or something. Let's expand my selection by like about 3 pixels. Trademarked green, or trademark color. I started using a different color green. Well, there's some green in there, it's just not a ton. Yeah, the reference I had up on here a little bit ago had the oxidation. I just didn't put a ton of it in. Yeah, I probably could push it further. So the idea was there would be a portal here, but and then like on the other side of the portal was going to be a different color sky and everything, but you can't really, it goes to the negative side of the world. Let me see. Whoops. So I'm going to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mask so that anything I paint behind here only stays in that area. So I'm going to make another one of these. Change color really quick. And now I'm going to remove. No, that's kind of, I messed up. We'll have to sell it in a different way. That's actually some difficulties I had with this one, was the trying to get the composition to be able to read a little bit of this. It's a keyhole to another dimension. I'm gonna reference one of my other paintings again. Yeah, I was thinking it would be kind of creepy on the other side. I don't know if red's the right color though. That was my original plan. Could do green. I'll stick with red for now. A Ron Burgundy red. That's in blue. It does look pretty good if I do blue. I kind of like this green right here though. Yeah, I think kind of that cyan color looks pretty cool. Kura, thanks for the follow. That's the way the cookie crumbles, or something along those lines. Okay, so now the idea was color wheel. I did like the Warcraft movie. Thank you for the follow, Shinrada. I appreciate it. A lot of people didn't like that movie. I guess it's maybe returning for a sequel, but not in the States. So that's kind of a bummer. Yeah, kind of like not the best cosplay either. Yeah, that's how I felt too. Oops. Yeah, I wish the whole movie was CGI. That would have been, I think that would have been a better movie. Because the orcs looked great. But sadly, there was some pretty bad acting in it too, I thought. But I had a lot of fun watching it. Baby mage guy. What do you mean by extending the portal? He did look. Lothor's Justin Bieber's son. Yeah, I'd have to change the whole perspective and everything to get that to work. I don't think that would be worth it. And I was kind of aware of that when I went into this painting. I figured that was going to be a problem. I thought that, what was it, the golem thing? Oh, it looks so terrible. That was actually probably, that was one of my biggest complaints. That and the king's helmet was one of the worst designs I've ever seen. That was so bad. But I still enjoyed the movie. Yeah, I think this with like, I'll have some lighting hitting it and stuff, and I think that'll start helping it out a bit. No spoilers. Yeah, that could have been. That was pretty pathetic. Well, you know, Hollywood not being able to do a good female character, really. Yeah, the golem, I don't know why they didn't just use the design that was in the game already. That would have made a lot more sense. I went with my girlfriend and then another friend, and my one friend, he hated it. Absolutely hated it. And I was like, that was a fun movie, and he was just like, it was so bad. And I'm not even that big of a fan of World of Warcraft. Like, I only played a little bit. Not much at all. I don't think so. It was yeah, you don't know him. His nickname's M7 or the Beard Phantom. I don't think he's on today. Something like that. The Blood Elves did look really silly, didn't they? The orcs looked amazing though. Whoever did those orcs, super impressive. Yeah, I figured you'd like that cicada. Yeah, I would definitely watch a sequel. I think it would be good if they did a sequel, but they probably won't. I feel like one of the biggest problems they had is they were trying to do too much in such a short time. Yeah, it was. I only played a little bit of Warcraft, so I was pretty pleased with it. Yeah, Gul'dan was really cool. Gul'dan was that the bad guy? Gul'dan, I can't remember which one. Oh yeah, Gul'dan. His reveal was super cool. Oh, your English is fine. I didn't notice any difference from my English, so don't worry. No need to apologize. A little Christmassy. I'm not settled on a background color yet. This is where I get noodly. Let's see, now I gotta... Hey, Boga. Yeah, I did. I also did a sketch too. I'll pull up the sketch I did. So here's the initial drawing. I've changed a few things. Some stuff I liked better about this one, some stuff not. Like you could see through the portal a lot easier. And then I did do I did model it. I'll bring up the, if you look through my YouTube videos, let me see if I can find them. Oh wait, I didn't post those yet. No, wait. Oh yeah, I have a three-part tutorial coming up on the whole process I did here. So the sketch, the modeling, but only the modeling for the base sketch. I didn't do the modeling for the main part. But yeah, so that'll be coming up soon. So definitely check that out. Thank you. But yeah, the first video should post, I think, this weekend. Let me check. I can check. I have it scheduled to post September 20th. Oh, that's so late from now. Did I finish posting? I might up that date. Seems like a little bit too far away, so I might change that. So now basically I want to light up this from all the atmosphere in the background, so I'm just going to fill this in. And I'm going to set this to like soft light or lighten or something. Just scroll through here, see what we come up with. I think soft light's a good start. I made it super bright. I'm going to do another layer, and this one we're going to do screen maybe. Just want to get like that glowy look from the other side. Just want it to basically look like hell on the other side here. Ah! Hey Gorilla Llama, how's it going? I did get a camera, so now everyone can see my face. Ah. Hopefully I don't act too much of a fool. Okay, now I want to do another layer tagged on top of this one, and this one's going to be set to color or linear dodge, and this is kind of the glowy bits layer, I guess. I want to make this look like it's sort of like an edge. Almost like it has like a viscous liquid-like material to it. I'm going to do a layer on top of this that's outside of here. Sort of like a lighting layer. Yeah, I'll have some gloops and glops in there in a little bit. Kind of between the... I just want to light it first. Gloops and glops. Yeah, when I played WoW, I didn't play very much. I played solo. Never did a raid. Show me, send it, Grill Llama. I'll take a look at it. See, the brushstrokes are super apparent. I mean, that could be your brush settings or your document's not big enough size. There's lots of things that could be. Rookie missed out by not playing. I don't know, I never really got into it that much until WoW. My one friend that tried getting me into it, I got on there and then he was like level 60, so he never played with me. So I was just like, well, I guess I'll just run around alone. And then I played the game for a summer, really enjoyed it for a summer, and then just kind of stopped cold turkey. And never touched it again. Oh, I definitely don't have time for it now. Yeah, he should have made a new character with me. I'll never forgive him. Do you think you get too addicted to it if you start playing it again? Willpower thing. My brother's playing it. I don't know how much he's enjoying it, but